And again, a great segue coming in right now. You have Joe Kitterman up on the screen right now. And when you look at this first slide, helping students, job seekers, and workers build meaningful careers. That's a pretty strong statement, Joe. So we look forward to your presentation, and we look forward to engaging in 180 Skills. You take it from here.
Well, thank you. And Kelly, thank you for the kind introduction. It is an amazing privilege to be in this room today. So I have a lot of information to share. I promise it will go very quickly. We want to talk today about specifically what's going on in Connecticut. I want to share with you how we teach complex skills online and how we get workers trained in days, not months, how we get them to mastery. I want to give you all a high-level overview of the library, and then share a little bit about how maybe you can be more competitive. So thank you again. Next slide. So specifically in the state of Connecticut, so we are 180 Skills. We have the world's largest library of skills training in the marketplace. We have courses for every employer. And as Kelly mentioned, now in the state of Connecticut, there are free licenses to help people on unemployment. All of you today with your incumbent worker training. We're engaged with all 5 workforce boards in the Connecticut workforce system, and as you know, your governor has made this available. So what do you get? So I'll just summarize it here. Again, library of 700 courses. It's composed of employability skills, technical skills, things we call career programs I'll share with you. That's all inclusive. You get a private team space on our learning management system. So each employer, each company will have a private sandbox for them to administer their own users, programs, content, who gets it, enroll your own users, deactivate them, and run reports against your training. And we will provide each of you a brief training session at your request on how to use the LMS. So the badges Kelly was talking about, there's 2 groups so far. We have 13 in this basic manufacturing skills category. I won't read all of these, but these were created by Kelly and her group. And these are now organized on the learning management system and available to learners. And let's go to the next page. We have 17 that were defined by Paul Murphy and ACM, and I'm sure there will be more, but 17 discrete programs. So each of these badges represents groups of courses ranging from 3 to 10 or 11 on the topics that you see here. So we're excited to see so much organization this early. So how we really impact employers on a day-to-day basis, our mission is to help you lower the cost of a hire and improve retention. Number one, we know that's difficult. So to give you the tools that you need to meet anyone at the door and create, grow, and retain your own skilled worker. Training has a direct impact on operating expenses. I've run plants for many years, so reduce downtime, quality, rework. Everything we have is aligned with your quality systems from an ISO QSTS perspective, and then we do, we are available 24/7. So next slide. So just a brief overview, we are headquartered in Indianapolis, Indiana. We are now in our 11th year. I mentioned that we do have a library now of 700 courses, and 1/3 of those are good for any career seeker, any employer. Next page. And 2 key things I want you to know. So in our home state, we are accredited as an occupation and career school. We have to behave as any for-profit academic institution would. We've maintained that accreditation now for 5 years. We've served over 200,000 users and currently have over 210,000 active users. And I want you all to understand this content was co-authored by academic partners and corporate partners. So we will not build a course without a major OEM tier 1 involved in the authorship definition and our academic partners. So next slide. So what makes us different? I'm going to start with what we don't do, and maybe this is the most important thing for you to remember. We do not do videos. We don't use low quality images. You will never find a scroll bar in a 180 skills course. We are missional about getting the most difficult, marginalized, low skill learner to get engaged and think this is fun and want to turn the page and complete. So this is what each and every one of our courses looks like. There's never more than 1/3 of the page dedicated to reading, but in the spirit of how do you teach manufacturing technical skills online, everything that we create is vector-based animation, simulation, emulation. We give the students a reason to engage, interact, get involved with the course. It's not a passive platform. And this is just some samples of courses from our library. We've invested almost $30 million building this library with this mission. And on the employability side, we don't do videos of human beings behaving badly. We go full on Disney Pixar, and I'll just say again, it's about getting your employees to think, wow, this is actually cool, it's fun, I want to learn, and my belief is they do want to learn. So next slide. One thing that makes us very unique, everyone, is we are mastery based. So every course has a test and every student has to score 100%. We believe that 80, 70, 60, 50 is not okay, especially when you're taking that employee and putting them in front of millions of dollars worth of equipment. We know they want to learn, but time-based training most often leaves them short. So every course has a test. We draw from a larger pool. We randomize questions and choices, but we require the learner to continue making attempts until they ultimately demonstrate mastery. And the learners love this because they are used to being left behind. Next slide. So the library I'd like to walk through very quickly. Next slide. So I mentioned we have 700 courses and we are not prescriptive. So we don't come in the door with recommendations on what you should teach. We make it easy for you to take those 700 discrete competencies. Each course teaches one thing. It's less than 1 hour, and allow you to mix and organize those courses in any way that you see fit against the goals that you're trying to achieve. The library composition, as you see here, it's about 2/3 hard technical, manufacturing, logistics, and some other technical topics. We're growing the employability now to almost 1/3 of the library. We have continuous improvement and quality covering ISO TS 16949, health and safety. Next slide, please. So employability, a lot of content here to digest, but to Kelly's point, these are the non-technical essential skills you want everyone in the building to have. We go from career building for the first-time job seeker, personal finances for those who may have never had a financial coach or understand credit scores or budgets. We cover everything: soft skills, communication, team building, time management, customer service. And then in recognition of where the students are, we start at a very remedial level in math and geometry skills. So arithmetic functions all the way up through intermediate math, basic geometry through transformational. Health and safety competencies, we have 31 discrete courses here that you can pick and choose from based upon the requirements in your plant. Next slide. Continuous improvement in quality, everything lean, 5S quality systems, SPC, and then kind of at the high end of our library in terms of difficulty, we have a full Six Sigma Green Belt program we co-authored with Purdue University here in our home state. It is ASQ aligned, and then the hard technical, the bulk of the library, there are 21 categories: aerospace manufacturing, automation, CNC, composites, cutting tools, electrical, engineering drawings from basic blueprint to advanced GD&T, every fastener on earth, hand tool on earth, hydraulics. Next slide, please. We have great introductory courses. Back up one, please. Great introductory courses on logistics and manufacturing, everything mechatronics, automation, PLC, tool making. So Please feel free to download our skills course catalog from our website. I know it's a lot to digest, but I think once you see how the courses are organized, it will make perfect sense. So one thing I wanted to share with you, next slide, please. Know who you're competing with. So this is some information we garnered from our partner LinkedIn Learning. And manufacturers, I think, two things, may not be aware that fabulous digital learning tools exist on their behalf like ours. But I think more importantly, your competition for skilled labor, 90% of the companies you're competing with, the coders, the healthcare, retail, hospitality, they are offering digital learning today. This is how the generation wants to learn. 94% of the people LinkedIn surveyed would stay at a company if they invest in their career development. And, you know, I will say in my day managing people, that was my biggest problem. If you didn't train them, they would quit and go somewhere else. I love the third one. 56% want their supervisor to ask them to learn. So think about how you're engaging your employees on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes that's really difficult, but having the ability to say, hey, I want you to learn and grow. And then the fourth one, 58% of workers today want to learn at their own pace. So go back to the mastery perspective, having the time to get it, having the time to get to mastery is what people want to do. So next slide, please. So I just want to summarize again. I know I've thrown a lot at you and we're here for you. If you have any questions, please call us and we'll schedule time with you. But all of you get free access to our library. You each get a private team space on our learning management system. And you can offer this to anyone in the company. So our employer partners curate this library for front office, back office, accounting, HR, maintenance, shipping, receiving. There's something for everyone in the building, so please take advantage. And again, Kelly, Garrett, and the Connecticut team, thank you so much for the privilege of being here today and serving the state of Connecticut. And we really look forward to this partnership over the next year. So this is a screenshot of the CCAT 180 skills page, and we just created some new web pages on our site that will get out to you for you to self-enroll in the process. So again, thank you all. Yes, thank you. So on the 180 Skills website, we'll get this link out. There is a form. All you have to do to participate is fill out this form, company name, address, how many employees you have in total, a contact person at your company, and how many licenses you would like. And you will get an immediate reply with coupon codes so that you can share those with your employees and they can self-enroll. So look forward again to working with everybody. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of this. We really want to make a difference, and you guys all have a great day and a great weekend.